Kassadin to scale up.
It does take a lot of time. Ezreal as well being picked up is
Double scaling, right?
double scaling. Vi removed this time around for Wei, but man, this guy is already struggling, and you remove one more champion for him, he's just gonna be having a much harder time this game.
Yeah, I wonder what will be the pickup here for Weibo. Because if they want team fighting, Shyvana is actually an option, but the last time the Shyvana got picked up, got easily destroyed. What other options do we have for Weibo in the jungle? Wukong used to be one of his favorites, right? But that's no longer a thing in jungle anymore, especially with the recent changes. I kind of miss Wukong though, because all those cyclones really set up a lot of very good team fights. Wow, Bo7.
Just flexing at this point. FPX staying true to their form, maintaining aggression and their composition, and just manifesting it as well on the game.
And this makes a lot of sense. Going for the Lee Sin pickup here, forcing those 7 at least allows them to have an early game presence in the Renekton and Lee Sin. We have to remember that Kassadin and Ezreal needs time to really be fully online. So if in case that we will see a 5-minute team fight, the Renekton and the Lee Sin should do very well. Lee Sao will still get his hands on the Fiora, so they need some utility coming in from Weibo. What champion provides utility?
Ooh, they
does look like it's going to be the Shyvana, right? Like this is what they picked against ADG, game number 3, if I'm not mistaken. There were also wins from the Shyvana for Weibo back in the regular season. Can set up team fights, with the Dragon's Descent, but if you are able to control a Shyvana, especially during the early stages, she basically becomes a power, a diving champion that does not have any way to escape harm's way, right? Like, Shyvana goes for a Dragon's Descent, and that's it. No utility whatsoever to escape. Exactly.
Trace Esports has to really step up in this game. So many scaling champions, the Fiora, even the Shyvana, the Vladimir, the Severe, does take so much time to scale up, but it's, again, it can be necessary to match the scaling part of FPX as well. However, they have to withstand the early storms first.
I really think that Nautilus would have been better, a lot better than the Shyvana, right? At least in the early stages. Because Shyvana's ganking presence pre-level 5 is 0. Right, yeah. Compared to the Lee Sin, if it will ever be an early jungle invade, disrupting the tempo of the Shyvana, it's all about FPX as to how they will be playing this one out. But mainly in the early stages of this game, they have the advantage in the jungle.
They basically have control in the early game already. Let's see if Trace Esports is going to be able to take the control back on their side, or will it just be another repeat of game number 1? Because this comp is really scary from FPX. The Lee Sin, the Renekton topside centric fights definitely can happen here for FPX, and Don already has shown how stable he is despite all of the ganks of Trace Esports a while ago. It was not successful at all. This time, he can set up for himself.
Yeah. One of the things that is very strong whenever you play the Shyvana is that the clear speed, jungle clear speed of the Shyvana is like second to none, right? At one point, he's the fastest to clear the jungle camps. But looking at the pattern here by Bo7, potential jungle invade to get the blue buff here by Weibo after clearing the red side of his map, because that's basically the rule, right? Like, you play on the map side that you feel you will have the early game advantage, and the Renekton going against the Fiora should at least provide you some insurance that if in case that it will be a 2v2, you will have the necessary advantage. And Bo7 isn't spotted yet, right? Like, it's very different from game number 1 in where Trace Esports had the opportunity to get to know as to where Bo7 started.
A good thing that Lee Sao is still just handling his lane as well against the Renekton here of Dawn 128. Because bot side, we see already folks coming in. Yusa and Tap are struggling. No invades coming through from Bo7. That's interesting. He did get spotted out as well from a ward. So props to Trace Esports. they can now start to track him.
Oh man, this bully system by Kong and Chao. I wonder what happened to let's mention it. Juju. Juju has been a very good dragon laner for Trace Esports, but for some reason Yuza. Oh, okay, Chao. that was a boss moment if I've ever seen one, right? Like just walking up, and now Kong will be awarded of 2 tower plates here in the bottom lane just from the presence of Bo7.
Oh man, that's already a big struggle here by Trace Esports. Losing so many plates in the bottom lane tower. Mid lane can be next as well, as Sky can be helped out by Bo7. Or top side. They have so many options here on the side of FPX, and that's the luxury that they have since they do have the Lee Sin.
Yeah, Sivir is really not the best laning champion as well, right? And it shows. FPX was able to dominate the laning phase here in the bottom lane. They also was able to spot out the jungler of Trace Esports, meaning to say that Don128 can still play his thing on the top side. This is Wild Rift in a nutshell, right? You get the information as to where the jungler is. That just means that you will have more freedom to work your pressure. And Don128 is no stranger of dominating one side of the map intellectually. And yeah, it shows, right? Like this Renekton is not going to suffer any glaring defeat on the top side.
Yeah, Don128, especially it's one of his favorite champions. He did have a solid performance a while ago in game number 1. Mid lane is just a farming fest here for Corn in SkyFL, and it will be the same way for at least 10 more minutes.
Oh, he spotted. Very good warning from FPX. We'll be able to spot out Weiba. Yeah, in the jungle, or in his own jungle, but he's very fast in clearing all those camps. That's one of the strengths of the Shyvana. The Bo7 is trying to plan something. Oh, domination.
Grand challenge as a response. Lee Sao healing up for a bit. Does have the extra healing now, and Don128 will just fall back. Just a bit of a banter between these two.
Yeah, that 3 minute and 30 ultimate being traded on the top side just means that, and again, it's recognizing your timing. When can you use your ultimate just in time for a potential team fight at around 5-minute mark? It's around 3 minutes and 3 minutes and 30, right? And Don128 is still continuing the pressure against Lee Sao, making sure that on the top side, his wave will be pushing in, and he will be able to spot out Weiba once again. No ganks whatsoever, and you kind of feel worried for FPX, because oftentimes, with the Lee Sin, you should have the early game advantage, but playing it slow and playing it in a very good defensive manner is Trace Esports.
Trace Esports going for scaling. They're not letting the pressure get into their heads so far. 5-minute mark is going to be a big problem though. I think they have to give an objective away, might be even both of the objectives, just to be safe, because once FPX gets their early game advantage through the kills, it doesn't stop. It just doesn't.
Yeah, similar to game number 1. If they win their it's on 1-8. Very good trading once again. Baiting the riposte for a potential rootless predator, and Bo7 is already set up in getting another Rift Herald for his squad. Will also be spotting Weiba here. Oh, this could be a potential 5v5, but with Chao being here, the hero's entrance could play a pivotal role.
It's a big role here for this team fight. Don128 going with a 1v1. Chao as well. Just gonna be going in as well. The Shield of Duran actually working top side. Lee Sao about to be taken down. Kong as well being engaged. Hero's entrance gonna be defending him. The Fiora now is gonna be taken down. Chao as well just exiting the path. A 1-for-1 trade. Trace Esports now goes towards the Herald. I think they have to back away. The Bo7 is here.
Yeah, Bo7 still here. Weiba also is alive. So it's going to be a 50-50. Can he sell it? No steal whatsoever. FPX definitely on the losing end of that trade, because now Trace Esports can still set up a dragon takedown. Not the best though, or I don't think it will be possible, because again, a Shyvana that does not have the Dragon's Descent is basically not the same champion. So Bo7 will have the luxury to still take this without any contest. So it's a 1-for-1 objective. Rift Herald goes over to Trace Esports, and more importantly, FPX was able to get a free tower in the bottom lane.
Yeah, Don128 as well, getting 2-3 tower plays in the top lane as well.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Right. Let's look at that replay once again. Don128 and Bo7 wanted to target down Lee Sao, and for some reason, Lee Sao is super overextended. was able to buy a lot of time just by casting the riposte and the barrier. So in return, FPX did suffer a loss. His jungler there, Dragon Laner, went down, but Dawn?
Yeah, just overextended this time. The Sonic Wave does connection. Bo7 gets a kill on the Vladimir. Intact lives. Not really the best trade, I think, as FPX now can still just continue on the push.
At the top side of FPX, doing work for them. And now, Dawn 128. Oh, I really
Dominance.
think that Ruthless Predator was targeted over to the tower. Should have been targeted to the tower for that extra tower play, but as he said it best, it's dominance on the top side, and FPX is still in control of the game.
They're chasing the Cassin down, but it's still the early game. They will be able to pin him out.
Yeah.
And that's so much utilities thrown out just to get that one kill. Ooh, that was close.
Oh, good dodge. Oh, good dodge. And wait, Chow flashed in.
Yeah.
Is that a hex flash? Is that a hex flash?
I think so. I think so. I think it was. I wasn't able to catch the early parts of that flash, but we.
But he flashed in, right? I think what his goal was to target the eye of the Herald to try to cancel out the Rift Herald from slamming in, but hard to do it, especially with the recent changes on the Rift Herald. Yeah, good try though. Nice try overall. FPX overall the top side still pretty much in control, and you're seeing right now Dominus getting popped.
Yeah, Wave as well is here. Dawn 128 will continue again just on this dominance. Everyone is here on the side of Race Esports. Recall cancelled by Bo7. It's basically bullying at this point. Chow as well going towards stack, gets 2 taunts on their side as well, as FPX just continues to push in the mid lane.
And just as long as Weiba's Dragon's Descent is not available, that means that FPX can be super confident that they will win any team fight. Weiba now has access to the Dragon's Descent, but this is one of the things that you can do against the Shyvana, right? Like Shyvana, if you see that the red bar isn't there on top of her head, just go in and challenge them over and over again, because basically without that Dragon's Descent, he's nothing.
And he used the Dragon's Descent already. That means that it's a ticking timer, and later on he's basically just gonna be useless again.
Yeah, and well, I think he will have enough time for it to be available come the second Dragon of the game. But then again, if you look at the composition of FPX, the Galio pickup was a genius pick overall against the Shyvana, because what the Shyvana wants to do is to enter a team fight using the Dragon's Descent. As long as he can cast the Dragon's Descent as to whoever he engaged on, it's so hard for the Shyvana to do a thing.
You have to be much more prepared than the other junglers as well. It takes so much preparation, to be honest. And Weiba, well, so far he's doing a really good job. He was able to at least get the initial objectives a while ago, not really translating in much structures yet for 3
man.
So they're still down 3.7, just like game number 1, and FPX is just waiting for an opportunity to just increase it further now.
Yeah. And whenever you see Weiba being spotted without any Dragon's Descent, as you said it best, right? It's go time. You will have access to the Dragon's Descent just in time for this Dragon to spawn up, but again, you have to credit FPX. They've been on a very good side of controlling things already. 3.5k ahead on a double scaling composition, right? This Kassadin isn't even level 13 yet, and even Kong takes a while before he scales up on the Ezreal. But again, you just have to credit FPX and their play altogether.
They're just waiting for this Kassadin to reach level 13. 2 items already. Status Embrace and the Crown as well picked up just to be able to be safe in the backside, or when he goes in as well. Kong was able to at least Arcane Shift out when the charge was used by Ta. They're prepping for this Dragon.
You're looking at the position of Sky as the perfect angle to go for a flank. And if you're Yuza on the server, although you have the On the Hunt and the Spout Shield, you don't really have the best mobility in the game, and he can just easily explode in the hands of Sky.
Corn! You're too far forward, and he just gets immediately deleted. Now numbers advantage here for FPX. This basically is their Dragon now, unless Race Esports are gonna risk it.
Man.
They don't, and they just give this Dragon away.
I was talking about Yuza, but Korn was the first one to show the bad side of rotation, and FPX not get done. Going some. Oh, Lee's out. He's dead.
He's caught. Ignite is sticking. They're trying to blow it off, and was
okay.
successful at it as well. But that was too close. The traps of FPX are too many.
There's it. Oh man, Trace Esports. Now within. We didn't predict that FPX would win, especially with the challenges that was presented to the carry junglers that we have in the league so far, right? But not in this manner.
Not
Like
like
this is just one-sided beatdown. And we're looking at how it all started with a pickoff onto Korn, just using the Dragon's Rage shutdown and crowd control to layer all those damage, not allowing Korn to even use his pool.
Yeah. Not allowed to use a single skill. That's how perfect the play was for both Lee Sin and the Casket, and everything was used in a single second, and he dropped dead immediately.
And now FPX has the Dragons, has the gold lead to pressure this Baron takedown. The only thing stopping them from taking this Baron or threatening this Baron is... Oh! Chow!
Oh, nothing is stopping them at this point. In engaging, they take the Dragon down.
Zero jungler.
Zero jungler, and FPX does have perfect access right now to threaten for the Baron. That's gonna be engaging a little bit there. Korn as well is here with the crown still going in with the Proto Belt. Damaging. That's a lot of damage Kong has been taking already, but Korn has to walk away. They have to give this Baron already, or else FPX just going to be engaging. They have the smite, they have the takedown on the objective, and now they turn here onto the members of Trace Esports. Guys, still just waiting for an opportunity to go in with the flash, and immediately everyone pops up. Yusa is the last one to survive, but only to tell the tale that the rest are dead.
Sky FL waited for the perfect opportunity. Doesn't have the Hemoplague bomb anymore, but this is just as deadly. That Kassadin blow-up moment from FPX, and they are again in a one-sided beatdown, having to target Weiba once again here. Chow has no mercy whatsoever against the jungler in Weiba.
They're giving him a nightmare at this point. He just wants to wake up. But it is not a dream, this is reality. And FPX is giving them a one-sided beatdown again on game number 2.
Yeah, the Baron push continues. Top side will get destroyed. 3 cannon minions here in the bottom lane, and FPX is not stopping anytime soon.
They're taking all the structures away. They're taking all the champions down. Call of Support Shot gonna be used here. Chow is also very low. He might just get traded out. But the Nexus is exposed. FPX is basically sprinting at this point. We're going to game number 3 and 2-point lead for FPX.
Wow. Scoreless still is Trace Esports on the blue side. We looked at the stats. On the blue side, Trace Esports had a 0-3 record the last time